Today, I'm so excited because we're going to be talking about one of the best bottles of Wild Turkey that I have ever had in my entire life. We're talking about Wild Turkey 101 Private Select. Let's get into it. Hello everyone, welcome back to Brad's Bourbon Reviews. I'm Brad, and today we are sitting here talking about some Wild Turkey bourbon. So a few months ago, I was over in Kentucky for the Kentucky Bourbon Festival, and I made my way over to Wild Turkey because I wanted to see what was going on over there because I had not been to the distillery since they reopened their little new visiting center. And when I was there was a temporary gift shop, and it was really terrible, and it was cold, and so I wanted to go while it wasn't all of those things. So I walk in and I make a beeline to the gift shop because I seen that they had released the newest batch of WB Saffel, and that was my intention to buy that day. However, we went upstairs to the bar upstairs, which is one of the most gorgeous distillery views. It's tied with Jim Beam for the most beautiful view of a distillery once you're there. So I went over to the bar and I ordered a pour of their most recent Wild Turkey 101 Private Selection. And as he poured it for me, he goes, "This is actually downstairs right now. It's the one we have in the gift shop." He's like, "There's not a lot left." And I was like, "Okay, cool." And I had no intention of anything past that. You actually get to keep the shot glass that they poured it in. It's a little Wild Turkey shot glass. So I sit down with my now wife, and we're sitting there just looking at the views. And I start drinking this, and I'm like, first of all, I'm like, "That's really good." The second sip, I'm like, hang on, this is actually good. This isn't being enhanced by the atmosphere and what we're doing here. This is really good. Third sip, I'm like, oh my God, I love this. Fourth sip, I need another one. Fifth sip, I finish it, and then I go downstairs and I buy a bottle from the exact barrel that they were giving me. So I'm praising this thing quite a bit. I have not had this since I was at the distillery, but it was so good that I reached out to my buddy Matt, and I was like, "You love Wild Turkey the way I love Jack Daniels. You need to have a bottle of this." I don't know if he's opened it or not, but this, to me, is the best Wild Turkey product that I've ever had that was not a special release. We're going to do a proper review of it here today, and I have not had this since the beginning of September. My opinion could change. It could have been circumstantial, but we're going to see now. So let's give this thing a nosing and let's see how we feel. Nope, I feel exactly the same. It smells exactly like I remembered. It smells like Wild Turkey funkiness and then the nougat of the Three Musketeers. It smells incredible. The only thing I will say now that I'm here is that I feel like there might be a little more proof on the nose for something that's 101 proof. But again, it's nougaty and toffee and Wild Turkey funkiness. I would even almost say a little peanut, which is weird. I've never gotten that on a Wild Turkey product before. Rich. That's one word I would use to describe this. It's just very, very rich. A little bit of sweet oak. It's phenomenal. I'm so happy that it lived up to the hype. At least on the nose. It's changing too. I'm actually going to let it sit here for a second because even as I'm from sniff to sniff, it's changing. So I'm going to let it sit here for a second. All right, we're back. That fatty note is still there. It really reminds me of the single Rickhouse. I actually wonder which Rickhouse this is from. This is from Tyrone M, which is weird. For those wondering, this is barrel 250504. This is from Tyrone M on floor 4. It was distilled on January 18th, 2017, and it was bottled on June 18th, 2025. So 8 year, 5 months. And this was selected by the Distiller Select 2025. I don't know if that's a council of people who, pick, or if it's one or two people, but they picked a damn good one. So let's give this thing a mouthing and let's see how we feel. Oh, yeah. Oh, I stand by it. There's literally never been a bourbon, I think, that carried over 1-to-1 as much as this has. Even the heat carries over. It's nougaty. It's caramel. It's rich. It's viscousy. The finish is just going, by the way. The finish is straight vanilla extract, kind of. But it's still going. It's still going. It's still going. The finish is still going. It's still going. All right, it's done. That's a long finish for 101 proof. Oh my God, there's even a licoricey anise note, baking spice note that's coming through now. Dude, I cannot express how good this is. I know that these are single barrels, and I know that they're not all going to be this good, but man, I'm telling you, that is the best Wild Turkey product I have ever had that wasn't in a Master's Keep bottle, that wasn't in a Generations, and it wasn't in a single Rickhouse bottle. I would literally include this in a blind with 13, 15 Camp Nelson and Beacon. It is that good. I think it would kind of get squashed in a blind like that just because those are really heavy hitting bottles, and this is much lower proof than all of those. But for the fact that it's even remotely involved in the same conversation is kind of crazy. The next time you're over at Wild Turkey, see if they have any of these available to taste and see if they're this good, because this thing is absolutely incredible. You need to get one of these on your shelf, and I want to do one of these so badly. This is such an incredibly good bottle. Comment down below. Let me know if you've ever tried any of the 101 proof single barrel picks. While you're down there, make sure you leave a like and subscribe, because we are on the road to 10,000 subscribers. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, cheers. A big thank you to all the Patreon supporters you see on screen right now.